Hey everybody, welcome back to another epic video on my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be counting down the top 10 accents of all time from around the world, may I add. These are the best accents from the entire world from my very biased perspective. Let's get on with the list. Number 10 is of course it's bloody Cockney, isn't it? Yeah, let's put everyone down from London. So like Cockney, they go, oh, I'm just nipping up the apples and pears. You got Michael Caine, you got Michael Caine, and Del Boy from Only Fools and Horses and all that. And they go like, yeah, I'm from London, innit? Yeah. I don't know. I've never met anybody with a Cockney accent. I just know that they're all on EastEnders. But it's pretty recognisable. It's probably the worst English accent out there. But that's it. That's at number 10 on this list. Moving on to number 7. It's of course the French accent. Now, if you speak in French, you go, oui, oui, bonjour, je suis un baguette, and stuff like that. And I just think it sounds pretty cool. Obviously, Napoleon, he is French, he can ride a horse, that's pretty cool. Ratatouille from the movie Ratatouille, he's pretty cool, he can cook a mean stew. And like, that's pretty cool. I could understand everyone in that movie, so I must understand French pretty well. To be honest, like, if I can understand a movie that's set in France, I'm pretty sure I'm practically fluent in the language. I don't think I'll ever have to learn it or go there. So, it's just a pretty decent accent. People sound cool with it, but they can also sound silly with it, and that's what adds to the overall niceness of this accent. And that's why it's at number 9 on my list. But moving on to number 8 is, of course, the New York accent. This is the only good American accent, and that's because you can go, hey, I'm walking here. Hey, we're walking. Hey, you made me spill my coffee. I'm just gonna go get some chocolate. I spilled my coffee. And obviously, you've got the classic New York gangsters who are like, hey, what the gabagool are you doing over here? You've got the big city, which kind of looks a bit ugly, to be honest. But then the pièce de résistance of the New York accent, the only good American people with an American accent are the impractical jokers, Sal, Joe, Q, and of course, Murr. They have funny accents, they do the funny show, they joke impractically with each other. It's a hit. Go watch it. This is why this accent is at number 8 on my list. At number 7, it's of course Italian. Now, Italians got a good accent because they eat a lot of the pizza. You come from Italy, and you go, hey, I'm Italian, what are you doing here? You've got Gino De Campo, he's like, hey, I'm with the chef, I work on this morning with the Philippa Schofield and the Holly Willoughby. And you've got Julius Caesar, who's like, hey, I'm the Roman Emperor. And it's like, I work at the Leaning Tower of Pizza, I build the Colosseum and all that. And Italian's just, it's a full accent. I've never met an Italian person that I don't like. Granted, I've met about 2 Italian people, but they were friendly. Everybody from Italy's fairly nice. And they do good food there. And they go, hey, brother, hey, I'm from Italy. I cook the nice food. I cook the spaghetti and the meatball. And I do the pizza and the pasta. Uh, Italian's just a pretty swanky little accent there, isn't it? Uh, I can't speak any Italian, but I can speak Italian English, and that's practically close enough. So I don't think you'll need to listen out for any more examples anyway. But moving on to number 6, that's of course Chinese. And now I know I've done examples for each accent so far, but they've either been European or like they've been European in origin, practically. Yeah, that makes sense to me. And this one, I'm not going to do an imitation of this accent because I feel like it just feels wrong doing it. And I feel like we need to stop doing the old Asian people can't pronounce certain letters, and it's funny to European and American people because we can. We can't speak Chinese, so they're probably laughing at us as well. But instead, I'm going to have my very good and very close friend John Cena uh, take up the mantle of accent provider, and here's a clip of him now.
早上好，中国！现在我有冰淇淋，我很喜欢冰淇淋，但是《速度与激情9》比冰淇淋《速度与激情9》我最喜欢，所以现在是音乐时间，准备1、2、3，两个礼拜以后，速度与激情9，两个礼拜以后，速度与激情9。两个礼拜以后，速度与激情9，不要忘记，不要错过去电影院看《速度与激情9》，因为非常好电影，动作非常好，差不多一样。冰淇淋，再见。
Wow, thank you, John Cena. That was incredible. I loved listening to you speak Chinese. I'm pretty sure you were speaking Mandarin, but I don't know the languages that well. Yeah, Chinese accent's pretty fun. You have Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, the Big Wall. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like how Chinese people sound, and most people do as well. And they do very good food there as well. I know this is an accent thing, but I'm just turning to culture. The Chinese accent's pretty epic. It's freaking cool. Moving on to number 5 though. Birmingham. Now, if you're from Birmingham, most people think you've got a bad accent, and this is not a good example of a Birmingham accent, the one that I just did. But it's the best you're gonna get here, so sod off. But yeah, Birmingham. I've never met anybody from Birmingham. Apparently I went there twice to see a concert, and I'm still convinced that Birmingham doesn't exist. Because why would anyone call a place Birmingham? Why would anyone willingly move to Birmingham if they knew they were going to pick up the Birmingham accent? You go, I'm from Birmingham. There's nothing here in Birmingham. I know you've got Jeff Lynne, who one of the big members of Jeff Lynne's Electric Light Orchestra, which is pretty epic to say came from Birmingham, and obviously Ozzy Osbourne came from Birmingham. Now he's a relatively small star. He's not done much throughout the years, but he's pretty cool. He sung a few songs here and there. It wasn't that influential or anything, but these are the only two people I could find that actually say that they come from Birmingham. So I'm still convinced Birmingham doesn't exist. But it is a pretty swanky little accent there. Moving on to number 4. It's obviously Welsh. Now, I'm not even going to begin to attempt a Welsh accent because I simply cannot do it. Welsh people speak musically, and I do not. The Welsh accent's one of the nicest accents you will probably ever hear. You've got Tom Jones with one of the best singing voices ever. If you haven't listened to Tom Jones, go and listen to Tom Jones for real. Wales is it's an incredible country. It's beautiful. Funny accent. I say funny. I love the accent. Look at the flag. The flag's got a dragon on it. They got good comedians too. Dragon flag, bro. Dragon flag. How can you say no to Wales? But since I'm not giving an example of the accent, here's a little example for you now. Wow-wee, wasn't that just such a great little example of an accent? Wow-wee, I'm sure glad I put this at number 4. Anyway, moving on to the top 3. At number 3, now here's a big countdown. Write your guesses for the top 3 in the comments now, and come back to the video once you've written them and see if you get them correct. At number 3, it is clearly Mario. And now Mario has a very unique accent. It's not based off of any real life accent, as far as I'm aware. And he kind of goes, "Hello, I'm a Mario, Luigi, hello, wah!" And he doesn't really speak in full sentences or anything. He goes, "Oh, it's me, Mario, wahoo!" But obviously, with the recent news that's come out, Mario is now going to sound like, "Hey guys, it's me, Mario. I come from America, and I speak with this American accent. Can you hand me a water bottle with no, a water bottle, a water bottle?" But I can't believe they're making Mario American. It's just disappointing, really. Mario should have speaking like this. He goes, "Hello, I'm a Mario. I go to the pizza and the pasta and spaghetti. I'm the Mario. I cook the pizza. I fall asleep on the pasta. It's me, I'm the Mario." And that's why Mario's number 3 on my list. Moving on to number 2. Big reveal, big reveal. My second favorite accent is quite clearly Minion. Uh, now Minion is pretty Minion. It's a good accent, Minion. Minion's a very good Minion accent, and Minions just kind of like Minion, and they just kind of speak. They go, "Hey, I'm a Minion. Hey, hey, I'm a Minion. Hey, I'm a Minion. I work for Guru. Hey." And that's how they kind of sound. You got real life Minion, you've got new Minion, and you've got Croc Minion, and you've got the Minion logo, and they're like, "Hey, I'm a minion." They go, "Hey, give me the banana. I'm a minion." And it's all like minions are like, "Hey, I'm a minion." They just got a funny accent. Look at the little minion, little you, little yellow minion. They're like, "Hey, I'm a minion. Hey, minion," and that's why they're at number 2 on my list. Moving on to number 1. In first place, you may have just seen it because the PowerPoint didn't load. First place is quite clearly, now this is pretty sure it's first place for everyone on everyone's accent list, and if it isn't, it should be. It's Nottinghamshire. And do you know why that's the best accent of all time? Because it's my accent, and if you disagree with me, go suck your nan. Robin Hood comes from Nottinghamshire. He sounds like how I sound, and if you think he sounds differently, then suck a fat one, because you're wrong. He's from Nottingham. He lives in Sherwood Forest, doesn't he? Middle of Sherwood Forest used to be Mansfield. I come from right next to Mansfield, where you just gotta calm down, ain't you, Doug? Robin Hood probably used the word duck to refer to people. Be like, "Oh, hey up, dog, where you going?" "I just going down Big Tesco's, ain't I?" Get us a bag of tickets, dog." No problem, dog, you gonna pay me back after?" "Yeah, yeah, son of That's how you think, dog." And that's how you sound. That's how people sound in Nottinghamshire. I've lived there my whole life. Well, always my whole life. About, give or take a year or something. But, we got Big Sundial, the former biggest sundial in Europe, in Nottinghamshire, in a little town I used to call home, and I still do. I still call it home. But Nottinghamshire is the best accent of all time. If you disagree with me, you're wrong, because clearly you like listening to the accent. I'm speaking with it now, so just shut up. Anyway, that's why that's at number 1 on my list. If you enjoyed this video, like the like button, and also the subscribe button, and maybe the share button, and also maybe the comment button, and just subscribe. Otherwise, I will find you. If you don't, if you watch my videos and you don't subscribe, I'm going to find you, and that's not a threat. It's a promise. I'm going to find you. I'm going to come to your nan's house and tell them you've been a naughty, naughty little person, And then your nan's gonna be all like, I'm disowning you. You're not getting any more biscuits off of me. And then you're gonna be upset. Could have avoided it all. Could have avoided losing contact with your nan if you just subscribed after watching this video. But you just had to go and do it, didn't you? Anyway, I hope you'll be back for the next video. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.